Hey guys, welcome to another recap of Dancing with the Stars All-Stars. Well, tonight the stars were in charge of everything. They had complete creative control because this week is special. 2 celebrities will be put down humanely tomorrow. Oh no! Alright, so Drew and Anna were up first, and the whole point of this week was to recreate someone else's iconic routine, which to me, recreate means just make up a new one, because nobody really stayed true to the routines that they were pilfering, except that they kept the song. It was really quite pointless. They just should have said, hey, what dance do you want to do? Okay, make up a dance. So Drew and Anna had a cha-cha, and they chocked it full of b-boy moves, and it was kind of sloppy. I really didn't enjoy it so much. It seemed very awkward too. And I guess the judges really didn't like it that much either, even though they said it was phenomenal. They only gave Drew a 24. Drew and Anna. Then Gilles and Peta came out, and Gilles made a big deal about how he didn't want to insult anyone else by improving on their dance, and then, the whole thing was just really dumb. I think the theme this week was kind of stupid. I mean, okay, let them have creative control, but why recreate a dance? Just pick another song. Just say, hey, I want to do that song over. That was cool. So they did a tango, and he pulled out all the stops. He whipped out the old zero gravity harness, the guy liner, Peta in lingerie. Oh, too sexy. It was really quite dirty. And it ended up in bed because the name of the song was Sweet Dreams. Honey, it was more like Wet Dreams. Alright, I had to do that. I was contractually obligated. I thought it was sloppy because he really overdanced it. But the judges gave him a 25.5. Because he's sexy. Melissa and Tony were up next, and they had a samba. And she wanted to put a lot of cool moves in. And boy, did she. The tricks that she put in there were friggin' awesome. But she could pull it off because she's not afraid to get hurt. She's already been hurt. She already had to leave mid-season. So, yeah, she's a daredevil. And it paid off this time. And she even threw in a glittery tramp stamp, which I thought was a really nice touch. 27 for them. Apollo and Karina. They had a foxtrot. And Apollo came up with the idea of using these people who were made up to look like statues, which was really cool. It really added to the whole thing. Most of this was just, hey, if you come up with a cool atmosphere and an idea, you're in. So he wanted it to be sexy without his man boob showing. And I thought that was really cool that he was able to pull off sexy while still being classy. Unlike Gilles. I mean, come on. They were rewarded, not really, with a 25.5. I thought they were definitely underscored. But Kelly and Val, woo baby. They picked a paso doble, and I really loved what they did here. They had the old giant cape, the high-waisted diaper pants, but most importantly, awesome dancing. Oh, it was so good. Hot. She had the week off from her day job, so she had the time to devote to working on this, and it really showed. Oh my goodness. They even had her boobs like tied down, so it was really good. They got 3 9s for 27, and I thought, are you kidding? No 10 for that? That was like amazing. Apparently not. Next week they revealed the guest judge is going to be Paula Abdul. Oh, can't wait. That's all kinds of crazy right there. We just bought a ticket to Crazy Town. Alright, now back to the show. Kirsty and Max, they did a cha-cha. And Max was in a wig. It was genius. You know what? It was fun. But the dance wasn't great. Kirsty's outfit was not flattering. I actually think they may have been overscored. And they got a pretty low score. They got a 24. But she really tries to sell it, and I guess the crowd appreciates that, so I don't think she's worried about going home. Alright, Sabrina and Louie. They had a paso doble. Girl, that's another bad costume. Her boobs were free-flowing. They should have tied them down like Kelly Monaco's, and the whole thing would have been more successful because the way it was so distracting. Carrie Ann wanted more gimmick. She was like, you just danced. And I guess the whole point was to throw in something amazing, but apparently the dancing wasn't as amazing enough, so 25.5 for them. Then Emmett and Cheryl had a paso doble. They hired a donkey for the day, but he wouldn't participate, so they had to throw in some Mexican bar patrons. It was okay. It was just okay. There was one cool move at the end, the old slide through her legs, which was dangerous, but they pulled it off. They got a 25. Not great. Alright, Elio and Chelsea up next with a quick step. They were having a lot of fun. That's all I pretty much have to say about that. There wasn't a whole lot of gimmick going on there either, but they still got a 25.5. I guess the big smile on him was good enough because well, you know what? He's always got that smile on. I don't know what the big deal is. Then the biggest blow up of the week, Bristol and Mark. She is so high maintenance that she thinks he's all bummed that he's not dancing with his other two hotties that he danced with in the past. Poor Mark. He's damned if he does and he's damned if he doesn't. I think this was actually her personal best this week. But the judges did, even though they thought it was her personal best, they still only gave her a 22.5. Another bombshell being dropped on the ballroom. Next week, they're going to have their dances picked by other celebrities this week for next week. Was that way more complicated than it needed to be? I sure hope so. I hope I totally confused you. Alright, so closing the show was Sean and Derek. And they had a quick step. It was a lot of fun. Sean was wearing a pantsuit, which was kind of different. She threw in some gymnasty, which was really interesting and cool. I thought it was a little sloppy and a little bit rushed, but it was a lot of fun. And they had this move at the end where they fell off the stairs. I'm hoping onto some air mattresses. I loved it. And the judges loved it too, but they could only secretly love it. Kind of, not really, but yes. Last week, they made a big stink about Bristol and Mark slamming the rules. So this week, Sean and Derek tried to do it, and they were rewarded. They got a 26.5, and they were like, oh, we're going to have to, be crazy with, we're going to have to take off your scores, whatever. Not really. But last week, they did punish Bristol and Mark. So it just, especially that Carrie Ann, she really doesn't like Bristol, which is kind of sad because it's a freaking dancing show, okay? Leave your politics at the door. Alright, who's in trouble this week? I have a feeling it's going to be Drew and Elio. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but I kind of got a feeling it might be those two guys. So let me know, and until tomorrow, much love.